Oh, ok, è iniziato, perfetto. 2 minutini. Ah, al solito scoccare delle 21:30. Perfetto, si può iniziare. Oh, sì, eravamo arrivati che dovevamo accoppare la schermita. Sembra esserci nessuno. No. Ci si avvicina allo specchio allora.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's still so hazy. We should try and clean it off. Yes. Trying to touch it does seem to be the magic spell to get it out of our way. Maybe it won't disappear this time and we'll finally get a good look at ourselves. We should explore every option.
Ci vuole.
Reach
Addio
forward and
specchio.
place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down. Yeah, we can see it now. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things. No way left to go but down.
Beh, si entra nella cantina.
The door to the basement groans open. The air is foul and wet, so thick that you can almost feel it settle onto your skin in layers of grime. The stairs are coated with slimy algae, the wood rotted through in places, reeking of fetid vegetation.
Oh, è ad
A
aspettarci
wispy
qui.
figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadows, legs submerged up to her shins in dark waters.
Minchia, è la prima volta che ci aspetta alle scale.
There she is again. Barely. She's just an old memory.
Un vecchio ricordo.
Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
Mi dispiace per l'ultima volta, ce l'hai con
You
me?
receive no response. Do you think she's upset with us? Don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed.
Cazzo, è vero che
She doesn't seem fully there. I'm not sure she's even capable of being upset. You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A bloated body floating face down in slowly rising waters. Her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead. She's not just dead. It looks like she's been rotting. So killing her does stick. Mostly. But if she's dead, then what are we supposed to do? She isn't dead. You clearly just believe she is.
Ma magari il vero corpo è
Her corpse
fantasma.
is floating right in front of us. You can stop it with the mind games. If she's dead, then do we even have to do anything? How can she be a threat to the world like this? Your thoughts are cut short by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock. You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead. She
Nope.
is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even. Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying, or destroying, if we want to be a little more death-neutral, seems off the table.
Bello che ha detto death neutral.
Yeah, this is tricky. But let's talk to her. See what kind of information she has that we don't. But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
Bold of you to come back here after what you did.
Oh sì, può parlare. Beh, ora di estorcere informazioni.
But she doesn't answer your question. All she does is watch you in shadowed silence.
Oh, un attimo.
Do you hear that trickling sound? The water's rising, isn't it?
Eccoci.
It is, and it's rising fast. Oh, that's interesting. We've never drowned before. I wonder how it'll feel. Bad, I bet. I don't think dying ever feels good. Yes, how astute. Dying is bad and you should avoid it. How about you stop trying to talk to her and do something instead?
Direi supplicare. Oh.
The water is rising faster now. It's flowing in from some unseen place, and judging by the height of the algae on the stairs, it has no intention of stopping anytime soon. You feel it creeping up your back, so cold that it steals the very warmth from your flesh, leaving a smothering numbness in its place. Are you really just going to stand there and let yourself die? Yeah, let's think. Where is it coming from? It's coming from some unseen place.
Ho appena aggiornato la situazione già catastrofica, ottimo. Sì, è estremamente catastrofica.
Does it really matter
Stiamo
where it's coming
annegando.
from? Because I can feel it rising. I don't think we have much time to sleuth. Yes, it matters. Maybe we can find a way out. Maybe we can figure out a way to make this work. This is just a puzzle. We can solve it.
E se la soluzione al puzzle fosse correre e prendere la
Some
lama?
things aren't puzzles to be solved. Sometimes you're doomed from the start. Most people are.
Grazie.
Yes, most
sì.
people are doomed. But in case you need reminding, everyone will be doomed forever unless you stop her.
Beh,
The princess eyes you with a disaffected gaze as you rush up the stairs, but you don't make it past the first few steps. The door bursts open, a powerful wave of water crashing down towards you. You're swept up in the flood.
niente, mi sa che
Your
non devo.
head slams into... You come to a moment later, suspended in darkness, disorientated, only aware of the surface of the water and the emptiness above. And of course, the princess, hovering above you, watching in silence as you struggle to stay afloat in the icy depths. There's no way out.
No, forse correre non è la scelta giusta. Ah. L'acqua che si alza minacciosamente rischiando di far affogare il protagonista sbinando i tutori del sacrilegio. E niente.
It's so dark and cold. I think our limbs are slowing down. How much longer can we do this? Just keep breathing. We'll figure this out.
Mi serviva il paranoico,
Or we
mannaggia.
won't. It doesn't matter either way. But you don't have time to figure anything out. Something cold and clammy wraps around your ankle.
Bellissimo.
You're dragged under, only able to take one last hopeful gulp of air before your head is plunged into the freezing depths. As you sink below the surface, you see it. Or rather, you see her. The body you found floating when you first arrived, its hand is locked around your ankle, the heavy chains pulling you both down into the unfeeling, suffocating emptiness.
Eccola la vera principessa, quella
I get it.
annegata.
We shouldn't have killed her. Just get it away from us, please.
No,
The past
se io
is the
dovessi
past.
annegare.
There's no changing it. There's nothing to fix. And there's not a lot we can do about the present either. Not unless we think like we should have been doing all along. But there is no thinking as you drown. You desperately try to pull yourself back to the surface again, and again, and again. Your icy limbs flailing desperately against the grip of her rotting corpse. And all the while her ghastly figure stares down at you, expressionless, as unfeeling as the weight around your ankle.
Your lungs filled with water, the same your mind filled with blood. In the end, we're not so different.
Mi ha dato un achievement. Annega per mano di uno spirito diafano. Beh, che dire. Oh, beh, l'ho scelto. Oh, però ok, è come avevo pensato, dovevamo morire. Ok, era molto più semplice di quanto pensassi questa route della schernita. Ah. Sì, alla fine è giusto vendetta per avermi ammazzata brutalmente in quel modo orribile. Ma i tuoi polmoni non si riempiono. E mai si riempiranno. È ora di andare, ricordi la
She's
scena.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Ecco. Ti avvicini allo specchio.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear. Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
Mentre ti avvicini le voci si fanno piccole e distanti. Sono morto e decomposto. Il silenzio della gente avanti. Le voci sono sparite di nuovo. Lo specchio le fa sempre sparire. Devi vedere cosa si c'è al suo interno. Oh, stavolta non sei niente. Ma ciò non può essere niente. Rimetti a fuoco lo sguardo e infine la vedi, una figura indistinta e celata nell'ombra, appena oltre il tuo riflesso. Tu sei me.
I think you know what I am.
Oh, il narratore. Questo è il narratore, quindi. Si crea una crepa al centro dello specchio che divide l'immagine in due. Poi se ne crea un'altra, un'altra, un'altra ancora, finché lo specchio in si riduce a una miriade di frammenti di vetro irregolari. Poi se ne... Quindi tu sei il Oh! Qui fammi mettere quadro salvare. Quindi tu sei il narratore, mi chiedevo se ti avrei mai visto prima o poi.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Non so.
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Quindi non era effettivamente un'altra versione di se stesso ogni volta. No. Esatto, cosa sei?
I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Esatto. Non so, questo non so cosa conviene più chiedere. Sì, direi... Qual è
You're
la
the
mia
long
idea?
quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Ah? La lunga quiete, quindi il protagonista è colui che deve cancellare la morte dal mondo. Esatto, cos'è la principessa?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Sei Vasilias praticamente, se magari. Magari Vasilias. Ma queste sono citazioni incomprensibili ai più. Però sì, è lo shifting mound, il tumulo mutevole, l'essenza del cambiamento e della trasformazione. E lui si è ucciso ed è diventato un eco per impedire di essere percepito e di cambiare la principessa. Oh, ma quante domande. Oh, madonna. Madonna, quanta roba! Perché vuoi eliminare la morte dal mondo?
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
No. Come sarà il mondo senza di lei?
Light, burdenless, an eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos. Just life. Forever.
Mi sembra un mondo orrendo, sinceramente. Molto figo che lui una volta, che lui sia un volatile come te. Sì, lui è un corvo vero, mentre il protagonista è un corvo antropomorfo.
There's a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself.
Oh sì, pic. Esatto, com'è che non peggiorerebbe solo le cose?
Of course there won't be worse. I saw a glimpse of a better world and I did what I could to make it real. Anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Più che everyone wants... Non ha detto everyone wants to die, ha detto nobody wants to die, ha detto nobody wants to live. Non nel senso vivere, nel senso andarsene. Sei una divinità o lo eri?
No. In life I was painfully mortal. A witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something, so I made you. And I made her. And I made this place to hold you both.
Io non posso distruggere la morte. Sì, voglio sapere se è una parte di me o è
No,
qualcos'altro.
I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Resta corto di domande. Morte dell'autore. Sì, alla fine voglio prima capire cosa ne pensa lei di questa
I've said my
situazione.
piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Mentre l'ultima scheggia di vetro va in frantumi, vedi te stesso con una rinnovata lucidità. La lunga quiete, tu sei tutto questo, mi ha dato l'achievement. Non è del tutto un corvo ai denti, vero? Il narratore aveva ragione, tu sei la lunga quiete, una divinità immensa ed emergente. Mentre è giunto il momento che ti risvegli. Tu sei tutto questo. Perciò hai diverso la capanna un'ultima volta. Ora farò la cosa estremamente bastare. No, oddio, in realtà prima voglio che mi dia l'achievement per averle dato la schernita, poi voglio vedere... Poi voglio riprovare le altre route. Ecco, portale la schernita affogata. La schernita affogata, quindi esistono più versioni della schernita o era per dire? Quando arrivi al cuore delle cose non c'è un ultimo ricettacolo ad attenderti, non c'è niente che tu debba trovare. Bene, ora mi odierete pesantemente per questo, ma... Come avevo detto... Ora vediamo tutte le altre versioni della principessa e poi... Time to... E poi è time to vedere il tumulo Lo shifting mount, mi sono già dimenticato la traduzione italiana. Ecco, volevo vedere se riuscivo a fare, ecco, l'avversaria. Tanto ho salvato. Svantaggio a tutti i tiri per la sessione di domani. Vaffanculo, Emma. Devo pure mantenere il pathos per la questione di YouTube e soprattutto voglio torturarmi mentalmente perché voglio proprio godermi la vera forma della principessa quando avrò preso veramente tutte le sue cazzo di versioni. Ora, vediamo. Questa è l'avversaria. Abbiamo provato con le buone e abbiamo preso il cazzo ed è diventata la cruna del lago. Avevo teorizzato che per me, fare la sua route, c'era da attaccarla.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count, all right. As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood.
Quando fai tutte le quest secondarie prima di andare al boss finale, esattamente quello che sto facendo right now. No, ma lo faccio perché mi sta genuinamente piacendo un fottio. Sto gioco, voglio seriamente vedere tutte le il completamento di tutte le route della principessa.
But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Sì, spoiler, ci abbiamo provato l'ultima volta a dissanguarla e non ha
Don't
funzionato.
listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Sì, funzionato tantissimo, guarda. Colpisci dritto al cuore.
That's your plan then. That's your plan. You push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this.
Sì.
Just keep pushing. We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
No, ha ragione la voce del caparbio. Continua a
Princess's
spingere.
grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you finally get it, don't you?
Sì. Continua a spingere senza dire nulla.
Yes, you're right. You don't even need to talk about it.
Sì, ok, ce la sto facendo. Ok,
Your balance
sì,
is
ce la sto
suddenly thrown
facendo.
off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. We're fine! But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours.
Mi sa che non ce la
Loosens
faccio.
from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor. I said we're fine. I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened.
You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
E niente.
You forgot this.
She tosses it at your feet.
Indietro e senti. No, no, raccogliela, ma attaccala nuovamente. Oh, ciao Daru. Mi sei perso la parte in cui abbiamo visto la roba Ash metafisica, in cui scopriamo l'identità del narratore, che è un eco di un mortale che voleva distruggere la morte. Che la principessa è l'incarnazione stessa della morte e del cambiamento, lo shifting mound. E lui ha creato il protagonista, che è la lunga quiete creata per distruggere la morte e creare un mondo in cui tutti possono vivere in eterno. Così per questo, dopo che ho dato l'anima della schernita che ci ha ammazzato e basta, finita lì, ho ricaricato i salvataggi per vedere tutte le altre.
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow. Wait, does that mean we're dead? Or rather, about to be dead? As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over.
Dimmi che ho vinto la
No,
round.
it's not. We're just getting started.
Vai, voce del
But it
cacao.
is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that. Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
La voce del capalbio ha ragione. Mi
Wait,
alzo.
no, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive.
Godo.
I told you. I told you this wasn't over.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
No, she's dead. She has to be. No!
Ecco qua. Oddio.
Right. We're all shit out of luck, aren't we? I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
Il dialogo in STP senza un tavolo di Dungeons and Dragons in cui nessuno vuole dare la vinta al master, sì. Letteralmente.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all.
Ha solo mancato il cuore. Che piccolo. Ah, cazzo, ho sbagliato. Non ho salvato proprio all'inizio, mannaggia.
Oh, we just missed her heart. Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over.
Sì, infatti.
Well, I guess I had it wrong.
Non mi...
You guess you had it wrong. Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
No, lo so già cosa vuol dire disfarsi. Attacca
With an
nuovamente.
unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing.
Miglia, bellissimo. Cioè, la route della cruna del lago è la route in cui devi metterci nell'actually strategia per combatterla. Hai mai fatto la route in cui non vai dalla principessa? La volevo fare dopo questa. Dopo questa volevo provare o provare ad andare dal capitolo 3 della torre oppure a fare la route in cui proprio ignoro completamente la principessa. Però sì, questa è la route in cui proprio unga bunga menala.
Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage. And then we get...
Madonna, bellissima la voce del caparbio, letteralmente i miei HP sono a 0, but I don't fucking care. Alzati.
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
Ammazza la
You and the
principessa.
princess exchange dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
Se
We're all
non
still
ti...
here. This is all
Sì,
gonna be
completato la route.
okay, isn't it?
Ma lui non risponde, non c'è più.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this? Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right. It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Sì.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
La principessa comincia a barcollare, poi si
I
accascia.
feel so... tired.
Dai, abbiamo combattuto per moltissimo tempo, dovresti riposare. Completata la route dell'avversaria.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? I'm begging you, don't do this.
Ignoro. Sì,
This doesn't feel right.
Qui,
It feels
sto
different.
salvataggio non avevo completato
Fine.
nessuna route, quindi
Screw the
dovrebbe
mirror.
essere.
We just need to find the princess.
Sì, quindi dovrebbe essere normale. Esatto. Una lunga quiete che è quello che sono io alla fine. Eccola.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. She is part of me, and part of me is her. You speak in circles.
Sì, che...
Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Ecco.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a bold heart.
Ah, ancora
Do
coraggioso.
not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Vabbè, tanto gli abbiamo già sempre fatte le domande, quindi...
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Fammi dimenticare.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Cala il buio. Ecco, portale l'avversaria.
You're
No, dove posso salvare? No, più che altro se c'è un modo per tenermi salvo. Ecco, questo, devo ricordarmi che questo è il save del true ending. Ecco, Emma, se stai vedendo Emma, per la tua somma gioia, voltati e vai via.
seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No! Menti, sì, so esattamente dove sto andando.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
The Asperion Ducas Route. No, l'Asperion Ducas Route sarebbe vai contro l'avversaria, cerchi di menarla una volta, la prima volta che ti mena ti arrendi e poi ti fai ammazzare. Che non... Oddio, non so se ti porta... Keimin, potrei provarla, però non so se ti porta sempre alla crona del lago oppure se ti porta ad un'altra versione ancora, se ti arrendi all'avversaria.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Voltati di nuovo e allontanati di nuovo.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies.
La route del
Forever.
PG di Salvatore in Deathless, ma il PG di Salvatore in Deathless ha vinto tutto lo skip allontanandosi dalla fight finale. Con me non funziona il recap emotivo.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
Mi fa pisciare la gente che guarderà
Fine.
sto
You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
La gente che guarderà sto video non capirà un cazzo di quello che stavo dicendo.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Ah sì, allora vuol dire che andrò in un'altra direzione. Di nuovo, anzi, incamminerò in mezzo alla vegetazione finché non troverò un modo per allontanarmi da questo posto.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
She slay on my princess until I undergrad.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Oddio, sto rompendo il
In
mondo.
every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins, desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Che cazzo è la versione della principessa che becco una fatale gigante?
Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you?
It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all. You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Sottinio 2 level soffre il loading, sì.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
L'estranea. Ah, ok, questa è la versione che trovo.
You're on
nel
a
finale
path
muoiono tutti.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay her. If you...
Se non posso allontanarmi dalla capanna, allora me lo sto qui nei boschi e basta. Allora, per una volta arriviamoci. Voglio vedere com'è l'estranea, quindi però facciamola. Però se riesco a completare la route dell'estranea, assolutamente. E però resto nei boschi per sempre.
A warning before you go any further.
Oddio, è tutta murata per non farmi andare via. C'è il Lodi.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Voce del bastian.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind. The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Cazzo, sto vedendo.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Ho rotto completamente tu. Si muove. No, i muri sono visibili stavolta.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that. But when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Andiamo.
You take the blade from the table.
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. It'll look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our
Dio
thumb at the
santissimo.
bottom.
Critica ogni cazzo di cosa che facciamo.
It really doesn't matter how you hold the
Bastian
blade, as
contrario.
long as you have it. Just make a choice.
È effettivamente il bastian contrario. No, cambia
You switch your
l'impugnatura.
grip on the blade. Congratulations. Yes! Isn't this so much better?
Cambiato il puntatore.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
No. Posso lanciare la lava fuori dalla finestra.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabinet.
No.
There was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
No, dai, non lanciamola che entra nella cantina.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Capolavoro.
Hello?
Oh cazzo, ho skippato
Hi.
troppi dialoghi.
What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Ok, sto idiota. Se la principessa vi è qui a ammazzare sarà un gesto di pietà, la sua voce inquietante, miscuglio di sfumature e personalità si trascina su per le scale.
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall.
Sì, esatto.
No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Due a sinistra, centrale, morbida a destra. Allora, hear me out. Quella centrale sembra essere normale, usiamo quella
You
normale.
step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. One foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
The
You
fuck?
slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
Huh?
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
The fuck?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange.
Like, I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs.
Questa è la mindfuck
Oh well,
out.
that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
Sono un po' strani i suoi occhi. E ora l'impugnatura normale.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
No, e scendere qua giù è stato strano. Si è messo rotto a pezzi e poi mi è messo rimesso di nuovo insieme. Sai cosa mi è successo?
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
Oddio, è voce robotica.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
No.
Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left. Until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan! Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Cazzo, sì. Oddio, posso liberarla, ammazzarla e lasciarla nella cantina contemporaneamente.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. All at once you charge forward, knife gleaming to slay the princess just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this...
Cazzo.
We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world, the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
Huh?
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Oh, vedo la lunga quiete, quindi sì, ho completato la route facendo tutto contemporaneamente. E questa deve essere la vera forma della straniera.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix it.
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
Non credo che tu debba essere messa a posto. I don't need to fix her. Beh, l'ho completata la route. L'illusione della scelta. Quando tutto è possibile, niente lo è. Non saprei mai se in Gary sentire la tua risposta. È svanita i ricordi di
She's
azione.
gone. Where did... There's that mirror again. This doesn't feel right. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
No, solita cosa. Boh, questa era la route del mega tape. Eccola.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Ecco cosa pensi di questo ricettacolo, è quella che cambia sempre.
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and walls. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Sono tanto aspetto.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Bellissimo però.
We will meet again.
Cala il buio mio. Dammi le ecco, portale le strane. Un cuore ricco e vivace.
You're on a path.
Adesso non posso. Minchia, proprio cancellata. Non è neanche messa in grigio l'opzione di andarsene, è proprio cancellata. Dai, abbiamo fatto la schernita annegata, abbiamo fatto l'avversario. Ora volevo vedere la... Volevo vedere nella torre. Non sia cosa. Ora carichiamo alla torre. Ecco, perché noi se ti sottometti completamente alla torre, tu completi la sua route. Io però voglio andare al suo capitolo 3, quindi mi oppongo. Non ti dirò distruggere il mondo, non importa se dopo lasciare qualcosa di nuovo, non posso lasciartelo fare.
I say, perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants.
Stavolta no.
No objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade.
Ciao Luke, ti sei perso un bel po'. TLDR abbiamo preso route in cui lei ti annega come pena per averla uccisa più volte. Abbiamo scoperto la vera identità del narratore, ovvero qualcosa che è un eco di un mortale che ha creato la lunga quiete, ovvero il protagonista. Una divinità che dovrebbe uccidere la principessa, la cui vera identità è lo Shifting Mound o il tumulo mutevole, che è l'incarnazione del cambiamento e della morte che il narratore vuole distruggere per creare quello che è secondo lui il mondo perfetto. E poi e ora sto facendo tutte le altre route prima di fare il true ending. E abbiamo fatto l'avversaria che era quella menala all'infinito finché non si stanca e non completi la route. E la straniera che succede se tu cerchi di andartene dalla capanna finché non rimane l'unica cosa visibile, si distrugge il mondo e lei diventa something freaky, poi recuperatela col VOD perché è indescrivibile. Non ci opponiamo alla torre.
As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Ah,
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
interesting. Sì,
Stand.
molto.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad.
Okay, yeah. We can do that.
Beh, possiamo solo alzarci.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance. Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
What? You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
Metti fine a tutto questo.
Oh, we'll end this all right. Your hand
No!
lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
No, cazzo. No, mannaggia, devo farla. Oddio, in realtà ho caricato. Ah, mi sa che sto salvataggio l'ho caricato troppo tardi. Vabbè,
No, you can't just slay yourself. You're perfectly healthy and capable, and all you have to do is ignore her and do what has to be done. The blade and the hand that wields it remain firmly locked in place until you change your mind and decide to do literally anything else.
Look at you quaking against my will. An ant defying a god. It's pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion. But you're not the one resisting me, are you? There's something else in there. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
beh.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
Sì, qua sta dicendo le stesse cose di quando ci siamo sottomessi completamente a lei. Vabbè, in caso, in realtà tanto c'ho il salvataggio alla scelta del capitolo 1, quindi provo ad oppormi fin da subito.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
You bring the blade to your neck. You slice through soft flesh, severing veins and arteries, your blood flowing freely down your body. It's a painful lesson in obedience, but the pain won't last forever. No.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
We will. I promise.
I know you will.
Minchia.
Everything goes dark,
Però esatto,
and you die.
non abbiamo completato la route però, quindi ci porta al capitolo 3. Oddio, l'apoteosi! Oh Cristo, che cazzo è?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path... Oh, Let me guess, and at the end of the path is a cabin!
Oh, di nuovo il bastian... Oh, c'è di nuovo il bastian contrario nell'apoteosi.
Excuse me? Come on, man. We can see it right in front of us. And besides, we've been here like, what, 5 times already? I think this is 3. Who cares? The woods are always the worst part anyway. Nothing ever happens in them. I care. Every single time you've been here, it means an entire other reality has been damned to oblivion. One reality is already an incalculable loss.
Bello che...
And there is a massive difference between 3
Ah,
and
bello
5.
che qua neanche ci prova a nasconderlo. Che sa delle altre versioni.
Feels like the numbers getting thrown around here are too big not to be abstract. Numbers like 5. Numbers like entire realities. At the end of the day, it's all just silly, isn't it? None of us can count to a whole reality, and he's asking us to think about the difference between 3 and 5. You're already starting to lose the thread. Just because you can't personally sum up the contents of an entire reality doesn't mean that the people inhabiting it don't contain moral value. If you have any sense of ethics left in there, if you have any moral compass, please, you have to stop her. Don't you get it? Might makes right, and she didn't even have to touch us last time to prove her power. So what? Just because she made us kill ourselves, we're supposed to submit to her authority without question? I knew when to surrender to our better. You would have lost eventually anyway, and it would only have made her angry. It would only have made things worse for
Che allora, nella route della torre seguire la voce dell'affranto ti fa completare la route. In quella della staniera la stessa cosa per il bastian contrario. Quindi chi ci aiuterà dei due stavolta,
For the
veramente?
love of... Can you all please just get on with it? You're not making this any easier for yourselves. Do we even have agency right now? We either do what she wants, or we do what he wants. Either way, we're listening to somebody.
Minchia, veramente? La route del loading senza liberazione.
Please, nothing in life is a binary. Obviously, we find a third choice that nobody wants. You all talk about choices and freedom, but there is no choice when it comes to the will of a god. I'm going to cut you off right there. She is not a god, and the more times you fail, the harder it becomes for you to succeed. But the fact that you're still here means you still have a chance to pull this off. So, princess, dangerous, cabin, slay, now.
Vai alla capanna, scappa via, resta dove sei. No, allora, qua un capitolo 3, oltre il capitolo 3 non si può andare, quindi io dico...
But a
Vai.
great and horrible change is already underway. The ground quakes beneath your feet, and you feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings. The trees start to sway, then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin. Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
Eccoci.
Any, words of warning? You already know everything you need to know.
Entra nella capanna.
As you step forward, the cabin explodes.
Madonna. Eccola. Ma se stai sentendo, è arrivata la santa testera soundtrack. Gente non calabrese, mi dispiace per quello che ho detto, però andava detto. Sì.
You're flung backwards, violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you.
No, per contesto, il signor Magnesium qua nella chat ha usato questa host per introdurre uno dei suoi main NPC della campagna, da cui è stata ispirata a Slay the Princess. la fine di qualcosa, ammira l'ascesa di chi ti è
in
superiore.
paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you.
Oddio. E niente, everything is over.
The world bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
Ma no.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
Ehi, prima attacchiamo, prima non ti dire che non accontenta nessuno. Prendi la lama.
With a grim determination, you yank the blade from the trunk.
Anzi, prima voglio
Where we could
sentirlo.
always run away, right? To where? I don't know. Anywhere.
You're all ruining the moment of her ascension. Have you no respect for the divine?
Scappa. E io. Prima prendo la lama. O forse.
With a grim determination, you yank the blade from the trunk. Yeah, this feels right. She doesn't get to just smugly stand over us like we don't matter. Let's take her down a peg.
Facciamola abbassare la testa.
You're not going to win. You know that, right? What are you going to do with that tiny blade? Give her a scratch?
Oddio.
Even if that's all we manage, I'd rather go down swinging. See how everything's floating around her? I bet we could make it if we just jumped really hard.
Minchia.
You gather yourself, closing your eyes and shutting out the towering vision of the princess. There is only her and you. That's all there ever was. It's time to face her.
Lanciati alla carica nell'oblio.
You launch yourself towards the princess. The pull of her gravity catches you, carrying you across the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
Such defiance even now. Do it then. Show me what you think it takes to end that which is destined to end everything.
Don't you see how hopeless this is? She fears nothing.
Neanch'io te
That's
lo
right, she
dico.
doesn't. So she has no idea what she's in for. With a heavy thump, you land on her chest. It's now or never. We've come this far. Let's take it home.
Affonda la lama nel suo cuore divino.
You strike, but her skin is like steel. Though you stab at her again and again, the wounds are superficial, mere etchings in a sprawling surface.
You see? It was always pointless. All this has done is bring us close to her. And how beautiful it is to be so close.
It's not pointless, it can't be. We wouldn't be here if there wasn't some hope we could succeed.
Is that all?
The princess plucks you from her chest, pinching the scruff of your neck delicately between two fingers as she brings you to eye level.
I forgive you your transgressions, but my destiny is inescapable.
God.
She thinks she's so much better than us. There has to be something else we can do. We're not going out like this.
Offered us forgiveness. You would turn down such an incredible gift. You would turn away from her glory for something as petty as pride.
No. Non mi consacrerò alla mia nuova dea. Lancia la lama all'occhio.
Yes! Yes! Let's give her something to remember us by. You concentrate your will to a fine point and hurl your blade at the princess's eye. It flies through the night sky and then nothing.
She could never be harmed by.
Oh, e invece...
It pierces her cornea. She howls, recoiling in pain, and you fall from her distracted hand. You hit the ground with a painful thud. She narrowly misses you as she comes crashing down to her knees.
Ho distrutto la divinità.
So I've misread you. You are not the willful key that will turn the lock of my liberation. You are an enemy to be smitten by my hand.
The princess holds up her monumental hand, its glowing palm radiating a blinding light. It grows and grows until it's all you can see. And then you erupt, your very soul mere kindling to her light. The inferno incinerates everything that is you. And with it... No, that's not right. Why is it hot? I'm not supposed to be able to feel anything. Oh no. Oh no.
Sta incenendo il narratore.
You leave me no other choice. Suffer for the crime you have committed against my divine body. Damnation.
Mi sa che abbiamo fallito la route, forse. No? No! No, l'abbiamo completa. Effettivamente si può fallire un capitolo. Effettivamente si può fallire un capitolo 3. Non resta più niente da bruciare. Eppure tu continui a esistere in un mondo disfatto.
It's cold now, and I feel small. I thought I was everything.
Però esatto, lei alla fine è un falso dio. Perché non è la vera divinità, tra virgolette, il tuo. È lo shifting mound.
But I'm no better than you, am I?
Oddio tanto. Credevo di essere tutto eppure ero così piccola. Mi ricordi a fiori. Qualcosa con cui ricordarti. Lascia una cicatrice a una divinità. Le voci sono state consumate dal fuoco, minchia. Ti trovi alla capanna. Avvicinati.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Ecco cosa pensi di questo ricettacolo.
This one sits at the cusp of awakening, a new god waiting to be born. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart.
Un cuore terrificante e divino.
Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
Ma no, bella però così. Beh, siamo pronti per tornare indietro.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Un cuore terrificante e divino. Portale l'apoteosi.
You're on a path.
Sì, tanto un padding al capitolo 1 ce l'ho già. Ecco, se si potesse cambiare il nome sottotitoli, il nome salvataggi sarebbe anche meglio. Ma comunque è veramente bella la route dell'apoteosi. Ecco, la cosa che volevo fare, eccola qui alla damigella. O meglio, la donzella. Sei... Ora, che cazzo succede se... Ero curioso di due cose sulla donzella. Uno, che succede se la ammazzo, e due, che succede se sto al gioco. E non la decostruisco. Quindi prima voglio stare al gioco.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain type.
Sì, stanno dicendo cose.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a... I can't believe it.
Ah, ecco, posso fare. Ah, ecco. Non chiediamole nulla. Ok, quindi anche se ricarichi il salvataggio comunque te le fa fare, perfetto. Ti fa fare lo skip, perfetto. Non le chiediamo nulla perché se no la mandiamo in tilt e completiamo la route. Andiamoci, avevo tutta la vita per capire cosa fare.
That sounds perfect.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
Ma io lo farò.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Pensi di poterla aprire? Anzi, insieme riusciremo ad aprirla.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Oddio, forse qui cambia, anche qui forse cambia la versione. Beh dai, basta con queste interruzioni, ho già deciso. No, anzi, per essere felici abbiamo bisogno solo l'uno dell'altro. Se stassimo qui iniziassimo una vita insieme? Oppure no, andiamoci.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
Romantica confusione, l'amore ti libererà.
Our happy ending at last.
We did it! What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring.
Oh, mi ha fatto... Oh, mi ha fatto completare la route senza decostruirla, però.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Oh.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Oh, quindi è un altro modo per completare la sua route. Beh, giustamente quando l'avevo... Nel tempo che niente del genere mai l'avrai. Effettivamente quando avevo completato la sua route aveva detto, era segnata come la donzella decostruita, non come la donzella e basta. Quindi forse è come la schernita che ha più varianti. Ah,
She's gone. Where did she go? And is that a mirror? This does. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if?
qui stesse cose di prima, beh, vediamo se cambia qualcosa se gliela do normale.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Questo.
We are real. Nothing is an idea that
Noi-
dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Ah no, cazzo, mi sa che questo io avevo già chiesto la volta scorsa. Questo ci sono alberi, stelle e persone.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Pensi di questo ricettacolo?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Mhm.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Questo non mi ricordo se gli avevo mai chiesto.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
No, mi sa che gli avevo chiesto.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves. The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Quando la decostruisci però è molto più funny, devo dire. Sì, mi ha dato sì, mi ha dato un achievement. Portare la donzella e
You're on a
basta.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path,
Sì, quindi aveva più varianti. Ora voglio vedere che succede se scelgo di rimanere lì.
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world. All we need is each other.
that's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it?
Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening.
You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
No.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love? We not enough for her?
She's not wooed by you because
Staying here and building a life together
isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
No, fidati, se stiamo sarà meglio per entrambi. Possiamo essere felici qui, dobbiamo solo volerlo.
But we would have to be here forever. I don't know you.
Ma?
This is really what you want, though.
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
She doesn't seem happy about this.
But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she?
I don't know. She has a point. She doesn't know us.
No,
It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here. As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that. Oh, but
Lo
I
faremo.
do.
E niente, la voce dell'Oni e del simping
What?
ci fa strappare
Are
il
you
cuore.
sure you want to know? I suppose I can't...
Aspetta. Oh, invece sì. Adesso qui dice... Mentre la voce continua a musicare, se le mani e le dita sono puntate verso il tuo petto e cosa? No, assolutamente no.
You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
Oh no! What are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider. And yet, it's done. It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
Oh, Dio, questa è anticipazione al fatto che noi siamo la lunga quiete.
Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something. It's beautiful.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then
What?
everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Esatto. Sì, tutto cala il buio e moriamo. Sì. Oh, per epilogo, non capitolo 3,
You're on a
epilogo.
path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin.
Oh, cazzo, ok, questo è particolare. È segnato come epilogo e non come capitolo 3. Per sempre felici e contenti. Ed è per sempre felici e contenti.
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet. We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Now, he's clearly disorientated. I'm
Triste.
sure all this new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Best if we're gentle.
Ora abbiamo l'opportunista.
Right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! Thank you. I'm just happy to be here. Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes? Well, we know that now, thanks to you. We're all so lucky to be stuck with, working with someone so well-informed. You can count on us to do things right from here on out. I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicoloured glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty.
Minchia, che poi tra l'altro è tutto è tutto sketchato.
Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
C'è la lama. Ha importanza se la lama è qui, l'ultima volta non l'abbiamo usata, mentre quella prima lei l'ha usata per uccidere.
Now that is some fine reasoning. Who cares about the blade? I think you're right. We're better off without it. It's not like it's ever been important. Of course, the blade's important. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. The fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
Ehi, dove... È vero, non c'è più l'invaghito. Di solito la voce del capitolo 2 rimane.
Yeah, he was a bit of a loud one, wasn't he? Is he okay? We're better off without him, if you ask me. One less opinion we have to contend with. Plus, he's the one who got us into this whole mess. Is that so? Maybe there is hope for you after all, free from the bad influence of your missing friend.
È la prima... È la prima volta che... Oh, posso anche scapparmene? No, io non scapperò.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. The handle is right there. Do feel free to give it a push as soon as you'd like.
Però esatto, è la prima volta che la voce del capitolo 2 non compare anche nel terzo.
You couldn't see it last time. I'm sure that hasn't changed. Let's just do our thing, and if it disappears again, it disappears again. See what? What are you on about? Oh, I think I know this one. It's either a mirror, or it's nothing. Depends who you ask. What?
What?
Just ignore him.
Allunga la mano.
You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle. Figures. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm. Don't worry about it, boss. You're doing great. I'm not, but I appreciate the encouragement. Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess. No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature. Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's...
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets.
Dio santo, ho reso la principessa una Ted
Why
Wife.
are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice. Gotta say, I'm with him on this one, boss. When have nice things ever been a problem? That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
Sali le scale.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance.
Allora...
Many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from...
Ah, ecco, sarà di nuovo buggato. I numerosi occhi intessuti si fissano fra loro come a voler distogliere lo sguardo dalla tavola al centro della stanza. La principessa si vede dall'altra estremità. Allora, uno, dove cazzo è la cena? Due, che cazzo è quella roba che è dietro il trono della principessa?
Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck.
Oh.
So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy.
Patriarchal ending, no? A giudicare da quella cosa orrenda che sta dietro di lei, mi sa che ci si ritorcerà contro il patriarcato. Cliccato per sbaglio.
Yeah, that is easy, isn't it? So, where's the rush?
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
Sì, ma che cazzo è la roba che hai dietro?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
Con permesso, alzati. Ammazza la principessa. No, vero, che posto è questo?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
Io ora cosa faccio? Amo.
Oh, right, dinner. I'd totally forgotten about it.
Flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Wait, l'ombra è la vera... Non è che l'ombra è la vera principessa.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Dove sta la cena? Sì, è la prima cosa che ho notato, la mancanza di cena oltre l'ombra, ecco. Comunque sì, credo che Starout sia tipo una parodia del... appunto, vissero sempre felici e contenti, ma come cazzo vivono?
Am I ever? And look at this spread. It's a feast fit for a king. Yeah. After everything we've been through, we could use a break. More than that, we deserve a break.
Ora, lungi da me. Se l'ombra mi porta la cena, l'ombra rimane. Non lo so, non so se devo fidarmi della cena. Io sinceramente rifiuterei.
It's okay. It's okay. We can figure something else out. Think. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
E niente, l'ho rotta.
This isn't fine. This isn't fine at all.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
Not a fan of whatever just happened. I don't want to sit in the dark. Losers sit in the dark. I want to sit in a brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful, queenly wife.
Regale moglie.
As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other three torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
Sei stata tu a spegnere quella torre. Il tacchino infilzato lì al centro è la rappresentazione della principessa. È vero, I mean, effettivamente è vero. È il destino della principessa.
I didn't mean to. I promise. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
Mi sa che non va tutto bene.
She's being defensive. And we all know being defensive is a sign of weakness.
Lascia perdere il cibo. Cosa fa? Ora che facciamo?
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game.
Che gioco.
Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
E che minchia è sto gioco? Andiamo a giocare di Inscription, mi sa. Oh, Magic, dai, vai principessa, portami cazzo ne so, Amulet Titan. Si va in Modern.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Sì, adesso aspetta che pullo il mio bellissimo Grinding Station.
Great, we don't even have a rule book.
That means we can make up as many rules as we want. And we will. Don't worry, I am excellent at cheating. She'll never suspect a thing.
Dio santissimo, opportunista. Magic è tutto, ma non è semplice. Dopo 10 anni che ci giochi inizia a diventare un po' semplice, dai. Come lo so, gioco a Magic da 10 anni.
I don't think it really matters. This all kind of feels like
Oh.
we're just filling time, you know?
No, ho fatto sparire sotto di... Ah, ecco.
What, you don't want to win? To show our prowess in all avenues and accumulate respect? Wow, you would be hopeless without me. Count your lucky stars I'm here. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
No.
And so you start over. She only made us start over because we were winning. Time passes. You play the game. You win. Boom. And there you have it. What did I tell you? Am I great at games or am I great at games?
Serata giochi, vinci la partita grazie ad una voce manipolatrice. Partito da scopa per il destino dell'umanità, sì. Ah, cazzo, Luke, hai accidentalmente predicato il gran finale di Umineko, dove c'è la partita a scopa tra Butler e Beatrice.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
Sì, sì, tutti bravi a vincere con Energy.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
Stiamo vivendo per sempre felici e
You
contenti.
don't need me to tell you that it isn't. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again. The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew.
Tutto questa visual novel non ha ancora flippato la gameboard per trovare la truth che senza il love non può essere sinnata. No, questo è quello che succede quando fai la route della donzella e la decostruisci. No, wait, quella è la route dove non hai il love, diventi Erika, strega della verità, fine. Forse il vero love che dobbiamo sinnare o quando ci consacriamo all'apoteosi oppure il true ending.
And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life. But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination.
Good, minchia. No, come direbbe Erika di Umineko. Good o no, non lo so fare la voce sua.
Winning and losing become nothing but ends. And even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish. Till finally...
Minchia, il power creep dei TCG dopo 30 anni che durano.
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
Giochiamo a scopa, su.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
Non lo so, I miei dubbi.
This is awful. Isn't it great that we're all having such a lovely time together? We just have to stay positive and realize how happy we are. Then all of those lights will stay on and keep showing us all the cool stuff we have.
Sì. Gli hai fatti il logichero, minchia. Tu scherzi, ma se tu all'inizio scegli di andartene via e non entrare proprio nella capanna, la mandi seriamente il logichero e diventa un casino in cui non si capisce un cazzo e praticamente puoi fare tutto contemporaneamente.
Yeah, sure.
Che poi sono curioso di vedere minchia, sono quasi le 11:30. Vorrà dire che chiudo dopo che finisco sta out. Però sì, prossima volta voglio vedere che cazzo succede se fallisci la route della straniera. Sei veramente felice qui.
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Yes! Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
Minchia, Luke, gliela dovremmo consigliare al doc, poi Slay the Princess. Ci serve la verità, devi dirmi cosa provi veramente.
I don't feel anything.
The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
Secondo me finisce la route quando si spegne. Non preoccuparti di ciò che succederà. Se potessi fare qualsiasi cosa, cosa faresti? Cosa sceglieresti? No, ho
We
sbagliato!
do, don't we?
No, ho cliccato l'opzione sbagliata.
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
Però penso che... No. Signalis non è un gioco che dura tanto. Dura sulle 6-8 ore. Conta che lo in 3-4 live penso che lo finisca. Poi non mi ricordo dove è arrivato alla prima. Di sicuro più di Mouthwashing sì, ma Mouthwashing durava quanto? Dura tipo 2 ore e mezzo. Signalis dura un po' di più. No, il DDR si deve fare. Vabbè, poraccio che sta con l'influenza, mo. No, sì, Signalis penso che almeno 3 live gli dura.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
Ecco, si è spenta
The princess
tutto.
sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
No, dai, mi pare brutta ad uccidere. Secondo me non devo ucciderla. Perché stai piangendo?
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
I don't know. It feels like an important part of me is gone, but I'm still here. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know how I'm supposed to pick up the pieces.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
Allora, forse è una cazzata quella che sto per fare. Lomba spawna un play 1v1 mortale su tech, no! Ecco, secondo me questa è quella migliore. Qualsiasi cosa ci sia stata fra noi non è stata reale. Questo è reale.
I don't know what this is.
Noi.
We can be us anywhere. And I think we're both done with being who this place makes us. So, I guess it's time for us to leave.
Dai, porgiamogli la mano.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold and a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt. You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world? He's right, you know. You're giving us some real mixed signals, boss. Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world. Well, this is less work for us anyways. Think what you will. I'm done fighting.
Ma no, cioè in questa route proprio viene il narratore che viene distrutto. È genuinamente la prima volta che vediamo il narratore che proprio che rinuncia al suo scopo. Che tra l'altro, sempre riguardo allo scopo del narratore, l'abbiamo visto cosa succede se lui l'ha vinta e il mondo rimane in nulla senza la morte.
You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance.
Se giocate a carte interno si sta tranquilli, però c'è la noia eterna.
And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. He's really gone, isn't he? No boss anymore? No one left to tell us what to do? I guess we'll have to be our own boss then. About time.
The stars are so beautiful.
C'è un momento di silenzio, un silenzio piacevole.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
Ti tira gentilmente a sé bilanciati in una danza aggarziata, il solo ritmo che vi guida il battito dei vostri cuori che pulsano all'unisono. Il suo viso stanco ed emaciato si illumina man mano che aumentate la velocità del ballo. Il suo volto compare un tenero sorriso che riflette un affetto genuino. Le tue braccia sono estese al massimo mentre la fai girare in tondo. La delicata presa della tua mano è la sola cosa che vi tiene insieme. Vi scambiate uno sguardo che sembra durare per sempre.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
E Osea balla insieme al tuo lieto fine.
She's gone. Where did she go? And is that a...
Ma questa è stata veramente una hot take finora, l'alt migliore, quella del per sempre felici e contenti.
This doesn't feel... If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
Ma questa è veramente che layout bella questa. Minchia, prossima volta voglio vedere che succede se vai dalla donzella e l'ammazzi seduta stante. Cioè, dopo questo è stato completamente worth il rimandare il tuo ending per vedere tutte le altre versioni.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Cosa pensi di questo ricettacolo?
This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She will make for an honest heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself.
Ah. Sono pronto per tornare indietro.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Condividi il tuo lieto fine con lei è l'achievement.
You're on a path in the...
Beh, che dire. Dai, si è fatto tardino. Ed è ora di chiudere con Slay the Princess. Dai, poi domani carico il VOD su YouTube. Poi domani si carica il VOD. Si mette il VOD nella sezione video. Wow, veramente il lieto fine, tra virgolette, per sempre felici e contenti, veramente bello. Tanto il salvataggio del tuo ending lo abbiamo qui. Ora non so quante versioni della principessa ci mancano. Oggi ne abbiamo fatto. Quante abbiamo fatto? Abbiamo fatto la schernita. Boh, non so se c'ha... probabilmente avrà un'altra versione come con la donzella decostruita e non. Appunto, abbiamo fatto la schernita, l'avversaria, la straniera, l'apoteosi e per sempre felici e contenti. Quindi ne abbiamo fatte 5 oggi, minchia. Vabbè, dai. Chiudiamo la live e a giovedì prossimo.